Good morning, Mustangs. Happy Friday. I wish I could start with shout outs and all of the positive things that I love talking about with you here on this forum, but really today I have just some concerns that we're going to address and let you know that we are going to be working in a different way to take care of those concerns. So one of them is tardies. We've talked to you about being on time to your classes and the importance of that. And we have seen an improvement in our first period tardies because a lot of you had that myth going on that, oh, I can be late to first period. And we assured you that no, you can't. Even though, you know, if you're dropped off late, that's one thing. But the students who are here before the bell, who are at breakfast or walking around, if we see you, you're here. You have no right to be late. So yes, you will be marked tardy. And yes, there will be consequences. So we've seen an improvement with that, but we're pulling that through the whole day. We have a new tardy policy coming down the line, and you will see that consequences will be different and they'll be doubled. And the communication with families about those tardies will be almost immediate. So we're looking forward to that new automated system. All right, that's one thing. Another thing, we have been seeing that some of you are forgetting the rules with our phones. The rule with phones is that they're off and away. And the only reason that you would have them out is if you had explicit instruction or permission from a teacher to do so. But for the most part, that would be pretty rare. So for the most part, your phone should be off and away. And if you're walking down the hallway and you have a headphone in, you should only have one because if you have two in there, it makes it hard to know what's going on around you. While we're talking about sound, some of you are thinking it's okay to bring a speaker to school. It's not. So your speakers should not be coming to school. They certainly should not be played. If you do have a speaker, you'll find that, I don't have any with me right now. But when I find them, they end up here. And then I have a speaker. So that becomes a guardian pickup if you're someone who doesn't understand that rule. Okay? And this one is the last one, but the most important one. So in the past, we've had, issues now and then, especially around the spring when things warm up. People want to smell nice. People want to be more fresh. We get it. You have PE, you're out there working out. All those things are happening. We get that. But people are misusing colognes and perfumes. Cologne and perfume is something to use to freshen up your smell, but it should never be oversprayed. It should never be sprayed in a closed, confined area. It can have a very adverse effect on people. So what you're going to need to do is, and I've talked to different teachers and PE, if you feel like you need to spray, you can have this spray, but it seems like similar like phones. It needs to be off and away. The only time you can use it is one pump outside of the locker room, and then that spray goes away and no one sees it, no one smells it the rest of the day. Now, if you're someone who chooses to spray it inside a hallway, inside a classroom, or you give it to someone and they do, you and that friend will be facing consequences. You are taking away from the community when you do that, so you're going to give back to the community, so some sort of community service will be coming your way. Let me explain why this is so important. You may be thinking, it's just spray, what's the problem? It's a major problem. We have had people on campus in the last week who have had major health reactions to this. We've had some people who have had to go home or even to the hospital. So do you still want to tell me that spray is that important when people you care about are being affected by this spray and having to go to seek medical attention? If that's something you want to fight, that makes me wonder about your priorities. I really want you to think about that. It's serious. It's not funny. It's not cute. It's not like, oh, I got a spray and nobody knows I did it. By the way, that includes any kind of aerosol smelling spray, whether it's a spray to smell nice or a spray to stink up the place. We will not be tolerating that. It's not okay. It's unsafe. And we will find who has them. So make sure you're not. Make sure you're not the person. Make sure you're just following the rules. We all have rules. Adults do too. That's just life. And the rules are there, not to be a bummer, not to make your day unfun, but to make things safe to have some order, and to keep people healthy. I think that's something that's important. I hope that you do too. Have a good day, Mustangs. Over and out.